Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special year, so we really want to make sure all the parents and family members are inside and in the stands. We still have a little bit of a line of vehicles, so the last one just came into our campus. Give us about 5 more minutes and we'll start. We want to make sure everybody's here to watch this. Good morning and welcome to the 122nd Santa Fe High School Commencement Ceremony. I am thrilled to be standing in this stadium on this stage today, being escorted by Directing Principal Carl Morano, Superintendent Dr. Veronica C. Garcia, School Board President Kate Noble, Santa Fe High School administrative team, Santa Fe High School counselors, and Santa Fe High School teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute heartfelt honor to present to you the Santa Fe High Class of 2021.
If everybody can please stay standing as our Santa Fe High School color guard led by the direction of Commander Stapleton and Chief Ship will be presenting our colors, and our national anthem will be sung by our Santa Fe High Choir under the direction of Marilyn Barnes.
Left turn, march! Color guard, halt! Present! Others!
Graduates and parents and families and friends, you can go ahead and get seated. I'd like to welcome all of you this beautiful morning to the class of 21 Santa Fe High School graduation commencement ceremony. I'd like to recognize some of our distinguished dignitaries this morning. First of all, with us today are Superintendent of Santa Fe Public Schools, Dr. Veronica C. Garcia. Santa Fe Public Schools School Board President is Kate Noble. Our commencement speaker today will be Dr. Joanna Brooks Fix. And to my right, in the shade underneath the tent, they are so lucky. Look at them over there. We have with us today our retiring Deputy Superintendent, Linda Sink. Our current Deputy Superintendent, Christy Wagner. Our current Associate Superintendent and incoming Superintendent, Larry Chavez. Our current Associate Superintendent and incoming Deputy Superintendent, Vanessa Romero. Our Santa Fe Public Schools Legal Counsel, Mr. Josh Granada. And Santa Fe Public Schools CFO, Robert Martinez. At this time, under the direction of Mr. Todd Miller, our Santa Fe High School band will perform. we can have our graduates who are performing with the choir come on up at this time. As next up, our Santa Fe High School choir will be performing, again under the direction of Miss Marilyn Barnes and Mr. Caleb Heaton. All right, let's give one more big round of applause to our Santa Fe High School band and Santa Fe High School choir. I'd like to welcome everyone again this morning. I'm Mr. Morano, your proud principal at Santa Fe High, and it is truly an honor for me to be speaking to you all and to be the first to say congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. Wow, what a year it has been for all of us, and we have done this together. I could have never imagined having to endure a pandemic and not being able to work with all of our graduates in person. But here we are together right now at this very moment. And the class of 2021 is so very special to me, as I have just concluded my 5th and final school year at Santa Fe High School, and I'm going to miss it so much. The majority of all of our graduates started off as 9th graders 4 years ago, and it has been tremendous seeing all of you thrive and get to this point of success. You will always have a special place in my heart because of this. Of course, we have all had to deal with the unforeseen circumstances of dealing with the COVID-19 virus and having to make so many sacrifices to help keep each other safe and even save lives. This is truly an incredible accomplishment. All of you had to finish your schoolwork through remote learning, with many of you having jobs simultaneously to help your families. You weren't able to experience a homecoming, a senior prom, or some end-of-year activities. But through it all, you have persevered and were able to accomplish something spectacular. It amazes me and makes me so proud that we have 355 seniors who are receiving their diploma today. Which is the highest amount in many years, and we have several more that are finishing this summer. In our current world, where there is so much gloom, despair, unrest, and uncertainty, it is all of you that inspire me and give me hope that our future is in good hands and that everything is going to be just fine. You all remind me that all people are inherently good, and every single one of you is a testament to that. For the past year and 2 months, while we have been in this predicament of mostly remote learning and not being able to see each other on a daily basis, I've had the privilege of having many phone conversations and of course some in-person conversations with several of you. The respect, dignity, and work ethic that you have displayed in these conversations have been uplifting. Many of you have said, Mr. Morano, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to give up, and I'm not letting anything get in the way. And yes, you have done it. I know today that you will be thanking a lot of people, again, for helping and assisting in getting you to this special moment. Let's first of all thank all the parents, family members, and friends of our graduates who guided you and assisted you more than ever before. So parents, families, and friends, thank you. Let's give them a huge round of applause. I'd like to thank the wonderful administration and teaching staff from Santa Fe High School who have helped guide you along the way. Let's give our administration and teachers a huge round of applause as well. And graduates, I am sure there will be many more people that you thank for helping you get to this moment. But I'm going to be the first to thank you. Thank you for teaching me to stay strong and positive. Thank you for having such a positive impact on my life, as I have learned so much from each one of you. I will truly miss all of you, and as I will always treasure the many great memories we shared together. Now I'm going to challenge each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference in helping our world become a better place, as we know we need it more than ever. I encourage you to advocate for peace, to get your voices heard in a respectful manner, and to make this world a better place by being good to yourself and good to others. What is our world going to look like in 20 years? Well, you have the power to make a difference. And like I said before, you give me hope. I also challenge each and one of you to continue proving people wrong. Continue having a positive impact on others. And most importantly, enjoy each day, no matter how tough it gets. You have all learned to overcome many obstacles and challenges, which makes me confident that you will be great adults and make a positive impact in our world. The graduating class of 2021 will always have a special place in my heart. Once again, thank you for all you have done. You will always be a graduate of Santa Fe High School, and nobody can take that away from you. Congratulations, class of 2021, and I love you all. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you our Santa Fe Public Schools Superintendent, Dr. Veronica C. Garcia, for a few words for our graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Morano. Let's hear it one more time for your principal and your assistant principals and your staff. No, class of 2020. So the class of 2020, are you here? Yes, yay, congratulations. I'm glad you could join us. And to the class of 2021. Now there's a formality and a tradition to these ceremonies, and one of them is being certified that you have met all the requirements as set forth by the Public Education Department and the Santa Fe Public Schools Board of Education. But in order for us to accept them, I have to feel like there's a certain amount of enthusiasm from the graduates that you're excited about graduating. So let's hear it for the class of 21. Are you excited? Okay, all right. Do you think that the class muster?
One more.
One more. Let's hear it. Are you excited? There we go. All right. Now I know we can certify you. You know, it's pretty chilling when we think about it, right? That you go through this rite of passage, but then we sit you out and bake you in the sun and not give you any water. But you're going to get some, I understand. I inquired when you come up to get your diploma. So I have 180 seconds, 3 minutes, and I'm not going to count my cheering time. But I want to tell you, and I've probably used up about 15 already, so I have 165 seconds left. Now in life, we have no idea how many seconds, minutes, hours, days, years we have until our metaphorical timer is up. But what I do know is that all we have is the present moment. And right now, this present moment, while we may be warm, here you are as a class. I don't know if you'll all ever be together like this again. That's a special moment. That little breeze that comes up, the beautiful sky, your family here supporting you is a beautiful moment. Enjoy it. But what I have learned, too, is that we also don't have control over our moments. We don't have control if the breeze is going to come up. We also don't have control, and that was very clear to us when the pandemic hit, like a tidal wave, turning our lives upside down and inside out. But as Mr. Morano said, we persevered and you persevered, and now here you are getting ready to commence with a new beginning as young adults. But in life, you don't have to wait for big moments like today, because they're pretty few in your life. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is an opportunity to start over. When I thought about what I wanted to share with you in terms of a few moments of inspiration, I picked a poem attributed to Mother Teresa of Calcutta, and I selected a few portions of it. And I hope you will remember that when it's all said and done, and we live in this crazy mixed up world, and you've learned in your young life that life turns on a dime, right? We thought we were going to school, everything was going to be normal, and our lives turned upside down. That no matter what comes your way, What you're going to hear in this poem is to trust anyway, to love anyway, and to do your best anyway. So with 100 seconds left to go, here we are. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, and I want to stop right there, how you define success, not how anybody else defines success. I think you know that I'm retiring, and some people say, well, now you can enjoy your life. I've been enjoying my life because I never felt like I worked a day in my life because I love what I do. So make sure that you love what you do and succeed anyway. And what I forgot to say is that if you are successful, you may win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may cheat you, but be honest and sincere anyway. And what you spend years creating, someone could destroy overnight. Create anyway. And if you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people may often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the best you have. It may never be enough, but give the best you have anyway. And now with 30 seconds left, I hope that you will indulge me a little bit. I just want to say, first of all, class of 20, class of 21, you rock. I'm in awe of you. What you've accomplished is amazing. Your teachers, your staff, your principals, assistant principals, family, the district, the board, our entire community. It took a village to get you there, get you here, and all of us that have achieved goals in our lives, we didn't do it by ourselves. There was a village behind us too. And now, seniors, I'm going to take this last moment to say this is my last commencement. I told the other classes that we had graduations this week that it was my last commencement season, but this is actually my last commencement. I know I said that in the year 2000. You may not know that I was superintendent here in the late 90s and early 2000s. And it's tough because I love my work, I love working with all of you, I love the students, the staff. Every decision that we made and the board made, we tried to make it in the best interest of you. And it's been my honor to serve you, to know you, and to love you. And please know, Santa Fe Public Schools and community, I will carry you forever in my heart. I hope you remember the Beatles, but there's a song called In My Life, and I'm going to take a little bit of liberty with it as I end. The song goes, all these places have their moments. There is no one who compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know that I will never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. But in my career, Santa Fe Public Schools, I've loved you more. Thank you and congratulations.
All right, at this time, we'll have a few remarks from our Santa Fe Public Schools Board President, Kate Noble.
Thank you very much. It's great to see you all. How's everybody feeling? Getting warm? Getting a little sun-baked? Well, as Principal Morano said, once a Santa Fe High School graduate, always a Santa Fe High School graduate. And I remember many, many years ago sitting out here baking in the sun. That's about all I remember from my high school graduation. But hopefully you'll remember some of the words of wisdom and all the gratitude that we have for you graduates bringing us together. Because this is a really special moment. It's been a long time apart and it feels really good to be together. Thank you families, thank you staff members of the Santa Fe Public Schools, thank you graduates. All of you have done the work to get here. Nobody does it alone. It really does take a village. I also want to thank my fellow members of the Santa Fe Public Schools Board of Education. Many of you may not realize what the Board of Education does, and that's okay. It's sometimes better if we are quietly in the background doing our work. But we are all volunteers, and we do it really because we're your biggest fans, because we believe in the transformative power of education and what this can do for our society to make it better. So thank you to my fellow board members for their service and for the continuing commitment to our public education system. Once upon a time, I did a radio show for a number of years. It was called Back in the Black. It was when we were emerging from the Great Recession, and it was mostly an excuse to play AC/DC's Back in Black every Monday morning, which was a good way for me to enter the week. Dr. Garcia mentions the Beatles, you know, I just got to bring up AC/DC. And what I would do was interview entrepreneurs, successful business people in Santa Fe, and ask them their secrets. And over the year of doing this every Monday morning, it's the PhD I say I'll never actually get in entrepreneurship, but I learned a great deal from these folks, and entrepreneurs are a really wonderful class of people. Anybody want to start a business out there in the graduates? Yes, good. Try it. It's good qualities, no matter what. But they include things like perseverance, being able to pivot, being flexible, having a vision, and being able to work with a team. That was, in short, the dissertation in entrepreneurship I'll never write. Those 5 qualities. But I realize as I think about this year that that's what we've learned during the pandemic. All learned to pivot and persevere. And everyone likes to tell graduates that they are unique, but truly, I think you all know this class, this year, both the class of 2020 and the class of 2021, are unique because of what you persevere through, because of the pivots you've had to make, and the vision you have had to get here to your graduation day. So one of my favorite entrepreneurs was somebody who had a number of outdoor businesses, outdoor gear, adventure planning. He was a big rock climber. And at the end of every show, I would ask these entrepreneurs to give one soundbite, one pithy little bit of wisdom. And this one stuck with me. I asked this gentleman, what was the soundbite for advice going forward, and for anyone who is thinking about being an entrepreneur or using the qualities of entrepreneurship. And he said, well, it comes from rock climbing. And really what you've got to do is stay back and stay loose. And as I think about this year, that's exactly what we've learned. Stay back, stay loose, remember to pivot and persevere. And because of what all you graduates have been through, this is a strength, a skill that is stronger with you. You have learned this better than most because of the pandemic. So use this superpower of staying back and staying loose as you go forward. And thank you all for being here, for bringing us together today, for getting to this milestone, and most of all, congratulations. Say thank you to those who've helped you. Be kind, show gratitude. Make the world a better place. I think that's the best advice there is. And thank you again to graduates of Santa Fe High School.
All right, next up we have our commencement speaker. Dr. Joanna Brooks Fix is a 1986 graduate of Santa Fe High School. She received her Bachelor of Arts in Communications from New Mexico State University and a Master of Arts in Education from the College of Santa Fe. She received a PhD in Psychology from Cal Berkeley, and she currently provides coaching to individuals across the lifespan by understanding how human beings develop, change, and adapt over time, along with how the social context influences human development and attaining competencies in designing, implementing, and evaluating developmental interventions. She now resides in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Again, a former 1986 high school graduate of Santa Fe High. Please give a big round of applause for our commencement speaker, Dr. Joanna Brooks Fix.
it is truly an honor to be with you here in person today. After what we've all been through the last 12 months, and 35 years ago, wow, that's hard to believe, I was sitting right where you are, and now that I'm back here, it just feels like no time at all has passed. The summer between my sophomore and junior year, I had just moved to Santa Fe from Texas. And anyone who has ever had to change schools and start over probably understands the discomfort of being the new kid. But I really wasn't uncomfortable for very long. I remember my mom taking me to the office to get registered, and we met the principal, and he was such a nice person and seemed to genuinely enjoy talking with me about my interests and assured me that I would fit in just fine. Over those next years, not only did I make a best friend for life, and she and I still stay in touch, but I had the support of some gifted faculty and staff who went above and beyond teaching the curriculum and were always available to listen to any student who was struggling. The teachers were tough but caring. My fellow classmates would tell you the same thing. We could go to the staff and faculty and talk to them about anything. And although I was mostly an A and B student, I struggled with a couple classes as my parents had recently gone through a divorce at that time, and I was having trouble adjusting. At the end of my junior year, when it looked like I would not be passing English or math class, I went to my teachers to explain the situation, and they sat down with me and they listened with great compassion. They offered helpful advice, and at the end of our meeting, they informed me that they would both be seeing me in summer school that year. Naturally, I would have preferred not to spend that summer making up classes. However, I learned a valuable lesson from that experience. I learned that you don't have to compromise your integrity to do the right thing. And that was the real education. Because from that experience, I learned what kind of an adult I wanted to become. Most of us remember the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? My answer had always been, well, either a ballerina or a fairy princess, of course. So it was no surprise when I was on the dance team here at Santa Fe High, and afterward started as a dance major at UNM. However, it really didn't take long for me to realize a degree in dance would probably offer few employment opportunities. So my major ended up changing several times with only one constant. I really wanted to teach whatever I learned. I continued through graduate school and earned my PhD in psychology. I went on to have a lucrative career as a college professor, and I had numerous opportunities to consult with law enforcement agencies, one being the Burlington Northern and Santa Fe Police. I had no intention of retiring from a career I had worked so hard at building. But in 2010, I began to struggle. By 2012, I was forced to quit working. Finally, in 2016, after 4 years, so hard. I learned that I had Alzheimer's disease. And I was only 48. I would imagine that leading up today, you've made plans for your future. And it's really good to have a plan. It's also good to remember that life is unpredictable. And as the pandemic has no doubt reminded us, businesses close and people get sick. But most of us don't plan on the latter. I certainly didn't. But although I am no longer able to rely solely on my head to make good decisions, I can still rely on my heart. Eckhart Tolle says, Eckhart Tolle says, we don't fall below thinking, we rise above it. Years ago, my stepmother gave me an engraved bracelet which read, if you take care of each moment, you'll take care of all time. And that is a statement I hope that you will never forget as you leave here today. All we have are our moments. And the most precious moments are the ones that we share with those we love. People will always be the best investment of your time and your energy. As you go forward, remember that you don't have to speed your way through life, sacrificing the opportunities to stop and smell the roses. Go ahead and take time to plant those roses and be fully present whenever your moments are shared with others. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share this moment with you. Congratulations, I love you guys.
Let's give one more big round of applause to our keynote commencement speaker, Dr. Joanna Brooks Fix. Great job. All right, next up is Ferris Wald, our salutatorian. During all 4 years of high school, Ferris has been passionate about science. In 2017, Ferris completed in the Broadcom Masters National Science Fair, was the Samueli Foundation Grand Prize winner. For the 2018-19 school year, Ferris was the Google Science Fair New Mexico State winner. In 2019, Ferris was the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Virtual Science Fair winner. While attending Santa Fe High School, Ferris has served as co-president of National Honor Society, vice president and board member of Model UN Nations, and drum major of our Santa Fe High School marching band. Ferris was recently a 2021 United States Presidential Scholar. In his free time, Ferris enjoys hiking, working out, and spending time outdoors. Ferris will be attending the United States Military Academy at West Point in the fall, where he plans to major in chemical engineering. Our 2021 salutatorian, Ferris Wald. Come on up, Ferris.
Good morning, class of 2021. Parents, teachers, administrators, and distinguished guests. Before I start my speech, I would like to thank several people. I would like to thank my family, especially my mother. They were pivotal in my success, and without their help, I would not have developed a sense of direction as to what I want to do with my life. I wish to thank my teachers for for the magic they put into this year and being the catalyst to our class's success. Because of the pandemic, teachers had to completely overhaul the curriculums and move to an online setting. Sadly, what teachers quickly realized was that although the circumstances of their teaching became much more difficult, the level they had to teach at, essentially the bar, remained unchanged. With the odds against them, they triumphed because here we are, finishing one of the craziest school years ever, with one of the highest graduations our school has ever achieved. I want all the teachers, faculty, and staff of Santa Fe High School and the entirety of the Santa Fe Public School District to know that your hard work during the school year has not gone unrecognized. I was about to say, can we give a tremendous round of applause to our teachers and staff, but you beat me to it. But let's give them another one just for being amazing. I'd like to give a shout out to Carl Morano, our principal. When I met Mr. Morano, the first thing I remember was how out of place his shoes were from the rest of his attire. He would always wear sneakers, and I said to myself, how odd. However, after watching him run a school for 4 years, I now understand why he wears these sneakers. He is on his feet all the time, walking around campus, socializing with the students, and doing all the things a great principal should be doing. I enjoyed having Mr. Morano as my principal and as my friend. As many of you know firsthand, he was always a welcoming figure, where we never felt intimidated to talk to him about any problems on campus. Mr. Morano was fundamental in creating the positive atmosphere that exists at Santa Fe High School, which is why I was sad to learn that he'll be stepping down from his role as principal in order to become the associate superintendent of our school district. I can think of no other person who is as deserving as his role as you, Mr. Morano. I want you to know that Santa Fe High School will never be the same without you, and that the next principal to replace you has some very large sneakers to fill. The class of 2021 wishes you luck on your future endeavors as Associate Superintendent, and could you please give another tremendous round of applause for our principal, Mr. Carl Morano. Finally, I'd like to thank my friends for filling my high school experience with joy and laughter. In particular, I need to shout out Deontay Tenario, Jesus Perez, and my man, Bishop Elisoff. I also need to shout out two beautiful human beings, J.B. White and Zion Sandoval, who should be here right now. Sadly, they were taken from us too soon. Many of us here today can say that we were touched by the kindness of their hearts. May the class of 2021 never forget their legacies and the beautiful memories we have of them. They shall be missed. No class in modern history can say that they've graduated during a school year that was as chaotic as ours. Only the class of 2020 can rival us, but they got 3/4 of a school year while we got a very special 1/4 of one. We lost out on doing so many senior traditions. You know senior ditch day? Well, there's no point in ditching class and staying home when you've been able to stay home from school for an entire year. But hey, on the bright side, when we have children and grandchildren of our own, and they start complaining about how hard life is, we can look them dead in the eyes and say, well, you didn't graduate during a pandemic. The point I'm trying to make is that the class of 2021 was robbed of the chance to celebrate how we have grown as our year was eclipsed by a global pandemic. Despite this massive roadblock in our education, we persevered and have made it to the finish line, on the verge of taking our next great leap into adulthood. When I can tell, the future ahead seems bright. Before we part ways, I'd like to share an important piece of knowledge with you, and it comes in the form of a quote. It originates from the West Point Corps of Cadet prayers and goes, "Make us to choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong, and never to be content with a half-truth when the whole can be won." This quote is applicable to our daily lives. Every day, we make decisions. Sometimes they are simple decisions, like what we should wear today. But other times, the decisions are monumental. Everyone here had to make the monumental decision of deciding what they wanted to do after high school. And I know from personal experience that that choice wasn't an easy one to make. Constantly, we are weighing our options and seeing which one is the best. In doing so, we must never make a decision on the sole basis that is the easiest one for us to do, for it may not be the right thing for us to do. If I wanted to take the easier wrong, I surely would not be in front of you today. Instead, I chose the harder right, putting my all into these 5 minutes I have, as it will be the last time I get to see or speak to many of you in person. As you take your next steps into the future, I urge the class of 2021 to choose the harder right over the easier wrong. Trust me when I say that you can never go wrong with doing the harder right. If you can follow my advice and apply it to your daily life, then I am confident that you will achieve your own personal goals and greatness, where your world will become a much better place for you and for others. Speaking of making the world a better place, I'm optimistic in the class of 2021's ability to do just that. Make the world a better place. The world is scary, it is full of uncertainties that can keep anyone awake at night, which is why I sometimes flip off the news. But from up here, I am not afraid. Looking out across this football field, I see strong and determined young individuals with the rest of their lives ahead of them. They are intelligent, they are brilliant, they are creative, and above all, they are passionate and full of potential. The class of 2021 embodies the hopes and dreams of an entire generation. Remember their faces, because these are the faces of the pioneers of tomorrow. Let's give a roaring applause to the Santa Fe High School class of 2021. I am very proud to have had the opportunity to address you all today. It will be one of my highlights in life. Hopefully, I did not go too long with the speech, and I have articulated all that needs to be said. If not, I'm counting on the follow-up speakers to cover the waterfront and to say what I've missed. Just know that I am grateful to have met you all, from the parents, to the students, to the teachers, and you will all be missed. Thank you, and best wishes to the class of 2021. And go Army, beat Navy.
Yeah. One more big round of applause for Ferris Wald, our salutatorian. Next up, Anna Wexler, our valedictorian. While attending Santa Fe High School, Anna Wexler has been an active member of many campus clubs and organizations. Anna competed on our mock trial team for 4 years, with the last 2 years serving as its leader. Under Anna's leadership, mock trial went to state twice and is placed both times. Additionally, Anna has been a member of Santa Fe High School's Model UN, Youth and Government Organization, Speech and Debate Team, Key Club, and National Honor Society, serving on its board this year. Anna played varsity soccer for 2 years and was a competitive gymnast for 9 years. Anna's passion is political activism, human rights issues, and community engagement. She received a fellowship with the Religious Action Center for Reform Judaism, where she works hard to foster civil engagement and activism. Anna will be attending Columbia University in the fall, where she has been named the prestigious John W. Kluge Scholar. She will be pursuing a major in biology and a minor in psychology. Our valedictorian, Anna Wexler.
Yate abene ahiehe nechich chochoni Anna Wexler do chaya yinshie kilchini do bilagana nishle. Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. My name is Anna Wexler, my Hebrew name is Chaya, and I'm from the Red House clan of the Navajo Nation. I know I'm valedictorian, but I'm not sure I can follow up that speech. But on behalf of the entire class, I want to express our deep gratitude to our parents and extended family for your unwavering support. We love you guys. And thank you to the amazing teachers and staff at Santa Fe High. I know the class of 2021 pretty well, so I can say with pretty good authority, they definitely don't pay you guys enough. Like any good high school student, when I first learned I had to give a speech, I Googled it. I found all of these templates, but most of them ended up being nothing more than cliched efforts to tie seniors together, as if we all had the same experience. When in reality, we know that each of us had our own unique experience to be here today. There is no doubt, however, that the class of 2021 was bound together by a shared experience, the pandemic. With the emergence of COVID-19 in March of last year, our lives were effectively upended. Every graduate sitting here today faced a tidal wave of changes. Everything from distance learning to our social lives unfolding over computer screens to our entire existence hinging on the delicate balance of our Wi-Fi connection. Proms were canceled, sports seasons were rearranged, and society was in upheaval all around us as the fight for racial justice and police reform raged. Albert Einstein once said, "There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is." And to be honest, it's pretty much a miracle that half of us are even graduating here today. But in all seriousness, some version of that saying has been around for over 100 years in one form or another. But the original saying is whether a glass is half full or half empty. The concept boils down to the notion that you're either an optimist who sees joy and possibility, or a pessimist who bemoans the obstacles and struggles of life. The pandemic made our approach to life all the more relevant. And I can tell you that after sitting an hour upon hour of Zoom classes, the class of 2021 sometimes had to squint to see the glass as half full. But I'm happy to say that we are emerging now with our ideals and optimism intact. And I mean, virtual school wasn't all that bad. We did have open note tests. As we graduate, I started to think about what it means to be young adult. As best I can tell, adulting means 1, planning your activities around the weather, 2, complaining about how tired you are all the time, and 3, taking multivitamins. I don't think we're quite ready for that one yet. Plus, to the adults in the audience, let's face it, you haven't exactly left us with the perfect world. We have a global pandemic, partisan gridlock, mass shootings, and Bitcoin, whatever that is. But here's the good news. The Santa Fe High School class of 2021 is an inspiring group of people. We have proven ourselves to be resilient, innovative, and to put it bluntly, badass. Every parent, grandparent, sibling, and friend here today should be extremely proud of their graduate. So on behalf of the class of 2021, I'm here to tell you, relax. We've got this. Positive change is coming. So what does this all have to do with graduation? You can always ask more questions about the half-full glass. How big is the class? What kind of liquid? But those questions miss the point. It is about hope and opportunity. And in this case, the glass is the next phase of our lives, and it is filled with miracles and potential. So congratulations to my fellow graduates of class of 2021. Wherever we go and whatever we do, may we be friends when we meet again. Thank you. Go Demons!
One more big round of applause for Anna Wexler, our valedictorian. All right, graduates, are we hot enough out there? All right, here we go. We're going to start off, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Mark Ducharme, who's our elementary principal at Nava Elementary and will be our future public schools athletic director. He will be announcing our graduating class. We're going to start off with our class of 2020 graduates who are in attendance today. Let's give them a big round of applause as they're here with us today. So let's start off with our class of 2020 graduates. If you'll come on up to the stage first.
Victoria Cristina Tatiana Encinias. Summer Armijo Rotuno. Destiny Angel Pacheco. Good.
Now we're ready for our class of 2021 graduates, so if we can have the first row stand and come on up.
Olivia Aveta. Ashley Andrea Aguilar Nava. Simone Sydney Alred Botello. Luis Javier Aldana Barbosa. Philip Alexander. Mark Cornwall Allen. Faith Hannah Marie Alva. Jasmine Itzmara Alvarez. Kanisha Liberty Alvarez. Allison Judith Anaya. Abriana Destiny Chantel Angel Anderson. Johnny Angelo Anderson. Sofia Apodaca Morales. Daniel Michael Aragon. Adam Nicholas Aranda. Carlos Archuleta. Brianna Marie Arellano. Kaylee Olympia Arellano. Bishop Armijo Elisoff. Alexander Charles Armijo. Haley Nicole Armijo. Brian Aras. David James Arrieta. Ruben Jesse Arrieta. Zachary Lee Arcis. Aviana Michaela Avila. Heaven M. Barella. Sydney Siri Barkley. Angel Isaac Bautista. Abigail Bay Bojorquez. Alexandra Lee Benitez. Zoe Juliana Berkey Green. Beatrice E. Berrieza Rosales. Simon Wesley Blazer. Jaden A. Block. Faith Haley Bransford. Jerry Bruciaga Avalos. Daniel Brian Bustillos. Faith Amoret Bustos. Lincoln Emmanuel Bird. Ryan Joseph Campos. Marcos Daniel Cano. Ivan Castañeda Lucero. Autumn Rain Castañeda. Selena Anita Katnack. Josephine Christina Katnack. Victor Emilio Sidebaca. Angel Luis McLean Chacon. Joey Chambers. Aremi Chavez Aguilar. Aaron Chavez. Lauren Elizabeth Clinton. Tiff Koblenz. Andrea Elise Cohen. Ashley Guadalupe Contreras. Lily Marie Cook. Akira Kaylee Cordova. Ben Cordova. Isabel Talisa Cordova. Anthony Albert Branch. Chris Cazares. Corina Garcia Gutierrez. Benny Robert Moya Delgado. Ricardo Diaz Flores. Liam James Donahue. Liam Nathan Downey. Adam Joseph Duran. Joshua Philip Duran. Mina Angel Renee Edwards. Maya Ellers. Oliver Carlos Ellsbrock. Adelene Enriquez. Adi. Gabriela A. Enriquez. Joanna Esparza Cano. Annika Rain Espinoza. Jose Alfredo Esquivel Mercado. Kevin Manuel Estrada Perez. Rami Marie Feathers. Angie Juliana Figueroa Perez. Ashley Fitzpatrick. Wendy Flores Mata. Phoenix Forloni. Francisco Javier Franco. Jason Josue Galdames Peraza. Anthony John Gallegos. Cheyenne May Gallegos. Cody Garcia. Julian A. Garcia. Kevin Alejandro Garcia. Leonardo Daniel Garcia. Sierra Isabella Garcia. John William Geisler. Colin Joy George. Hazel Raven George. William Remez Clark Gurman. Levi Gessler. Benjamin Wallace Goller. Alexis Renee Gomez. Ana Christina Gonzalez Navarrete. Allison M. Gonzalez. Robert Daniel Gonzalez. Sage Elizabeth Gonzalez. Trinity Alicia Gonzalez. Mauricio A. Gonzalez Medina. Johan Robert Gott. Jonah. Lucas Daniel Granada. Jasmine Arali Gutierrez Quintana. Mariah Elizabeth Gutierrez. Jesus Chuy Guzman. Ashley Marie Hale. Kieran Haley. J. Ryan Rael Hans. Joseph Patrick Hayes. Abner Emmanuel Hernandez Martinez. Elias Jorge Hernandez. Sabdi Hernandez. Sofia Honel Archuleta. Shay Marie Hoskinson. Joshua Ingram Pringle. David Marcos Ida. Jessica Jamalith Iturralde. Abdi Janicek. Evelyn Esmeralda Jaquez Sandoval. Ryan Angelo Jimenez. Charles Paul Giron. Madeline Rose Johnson. Zandra Jesse Bodie or Kessler. She's a student body president. Jordan Jason Coroneos. Sydney Lamb. Lily Lardon. Gerald Leon Lee Jr. Rosa Yasmira Leon. Evan Arnold Levis. Michael Stephen Levis. Ty Lewis. Finton Patrick Long. Evan Longworth. Melanie Jasmine Lopez Talon. Elijah Levi Lopez Lucero. Isaiah Lopez. Joselle Shailene Lopez. Sean Lynn. Thomas Sean Lynn Ivan. Wait, what? Lopez. Sorry, there's all colors. Let's do it right. Thomas Sean Lynn Lopez. Vanessa Emily Lopez. Brianna L. Lovato. Alejandro Loya. Jorge Lozana Villa. Van Ashley Lynette Lozoya. Alicia Lucero. Damon Lucero. Amber Marie Lujan. Nicholas John Lujan. Kayla Elizabeth Malcheski. Makowski. I was ready for the other one. Crystal Abigail Madrid. Justin Donovan Maestas. Matthew Ryan Maestas. Nathan Alex Maestas. Gabby May Malcheski. Owen Margaret Verrett. Evan Carlos Marion. Jack Robert Marlowe. Juliana Marie Marquez. Heaven Estrella Martinez Roybal. Cruz Joseph Martinez. Francisco Lorenzo Martinez. Isaac Benjamin Martinez. Isaiah Angel Martinez. Jeremy Hunter Martinez. Nicholas Carlos Martinez. John Alexander Marvin. Saraí Mendina Castillo. Ernesto Jesus Medina. Janice Dominique Medina. Isabella Melton. Luis Enrique Mendez Alarcon. Anthony Alexis Mendez Chali. Luis Mendiaz Marin. Abraham James Mendiola. Daniela Menjivar, sorry. The Eric Alexis Marino. Sage Faye Miriam. Robert Zachary Michelson. Faith Elizabeth Miller. Jasmine Magali Miranda. Manish Moketan. Sergio Molina. Estrella Gabriela Montano. Silvan Stephen Montano. Davin Joaquin Montoya de Chavez. Alyssa Nicole Montoya. Glenn Henry Montoya. Jacob Dante Morales. Roberto Giuseppe Morelli Federico. Oh, I did it wrong, sorry. Federico Roberto Giuseppe Morelli. Noemi Moreno. Anya Briggs Muller. Estefania Munoz Hernandez. Jose Ricardo Munoz Rascon. Coral Munoz. Michaela Grace Moots. Jade Erin Nash. Samuel Joseph Nelson. Brianna Catalina Newsom. Olivia Mai Wynn. Ashley I. Null. Brianna N. Olivas. Brittany Mariah Olivas. Alicia Isabel Miranda Olson. Nicole Francine Ordonez. Daniel Antonio Arona. Alan German Ortega Quesada. Jordan Gabriel Ortega. Leslie Ortega. Yasmin Ortega. Amara Elizabeth Ortiz. Dominic Esteban Ortiz. Where's Dominic? Sydney Elizabeth Pino Pacheco. Angelo Jacob Padilla. Donica Bella Padilla. Miguel Jose Padilla. Nathan Adrian Padilla. Natalia Rue Payne. Marissa Lydia Peñado. Alexandra Peña. Jennifer Melissa Perez Lopez. Jesus Cuauhtémoc Perez. Ethan Madison Pluth. Erendira Quintana Gonzalez. Frank Jeremiah Quintana Jr. Amaret M. Quintana. Jasper Lee Johnson Real. Giselle Ramirez Jimenez. Isabel Reed. Emma Jane Reynolds. Alejandro Cruz Regales. Adriana May Rich. Maria Isabel Rivas Chavez. Litzy Rivera Dominguez. Samuel Rivera Ramos. Rosbelia Rivera Medrano. Elijah Rivera. Patrick Edward Rivera. Sebastian Leandro Rivera. Tara Lee Rivera. Elvis Rizzo Torres. Talia Morgana Roberts. Ramon Robinson Jr. Orlando Rodriguez Acosta. Luis Daniel Rodriguez. Adam Noah Rodriguez. Joel Rodriguez. Reyes Rodriguez. Isabel Sargent Rogerson. Joseph Vincent Romero Cleve. Angelique Ashley Romero. Carlos Santiago Romero. Isaiah Leo Romero. Javier Christopher Romero. Jericha Pilar Romero. Bella Louise Root. Ricardo Santiago Rosacker. Natalia Brianna Roybal Herrera. Marco Antonio Ruiz Torres. Vivian Arlette Ruiz. Lisbeth Sáenz Cruz. Brianna Maria Sáenz. Sasha Salas. Jeremiah Salazar. Magdalena Angelina Salazar. Ruben Ray Salazar. Santiago Ray Salazar. Leslie Marlon Salinas Ibarra. Jaden Schleining. Angelica Maria Segovia. Faith Jasmine Segura. Isaiah Nicholas Segura. Marcus Jean Sena Martinez. Candice Mariah Sena. Dominique Gabriela Sena. Eric Cerna. Veronica Serrano Castaneda. Jessica Sican Perez. Gabriel Ryan Sidebottom. Anna Leticia Silva. Audra Catherine Scardis. Kieran Smelser. Ivy Ray Irving St. Clair. SAS James Sturgeon. Reina Elvira Suazo. Liam John. Ashlyn Alexis Tapia Gallegos. Dylan Xander Tapia. Jordan Isaiah Tapia. Savannah Maria Tapia. Jack Spalding Teague. Deontay Javon Tenorio. Alexandra Terrazas. Saeed Kamal Thorogood. Maria Tiscareño Pichardo. Cooper Tolan. Alexia Stephanie Treviso Flores. Alexander John Trujillo. Alyssa Nazare Trujillo. Brianna Maya Trujillo. Gabriel Maximiliano Trujillo. Mallory Faith Trujillo. Michael Antonio Trujillo. Angeline Alicia Smith. Stephen Nicholas. Jordi Fernando Urbina. Aaliyah Jasmine Valdez. Valencia Estrella Valdez. Simon Patrick Valenzuela. Maria Shibata Valle. Jaden John Varner. Benjamin Frank Vasquez Jr. Alyssa Carmen Vigil. Alyssa Janae Vigil. Brenda Daniela Villegas Reza. Ferris Irwin Wald. Malik William Waldron Blackman. Rhiannon Jaylin Webb. Annabelle Grace Wexler.
Go Army, baby!
Benji Abendejo Witter. Jake Samuel Wall.
All right. As principal of Santa Fe High School, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by the Santa Fe Public School Board of Education in the state of New Mexico. And by the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2021 to be graduates of Santa Fe High School. Graduates, please stand. You may now move your tassels from the right side of your caps to the left. And congratulations, class of 2021.
You died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I
Yard signs and t-shirts are up here on the stage.
Legend is